Welcome to another month that I have not finished Little Woman. Hi, my name is Paige. Welcome to my channel if you are new here, and welcome back if you've been around. I cannot believe it's already September, or almost September when I'm filming this, but I feel like August flew by so fast. I started teaching earlier this month, and I think that's made it go by much quicker than usual, but we're here for another TBR, so we're going to get started. I don't play a TBR game. I don't think I have enough books on my physical TBR to actually accomplish a TBR game, and I really try and limit how much money I'm spending on books. I'm still on a budget, so I can't just be buying a ton of books to do for a TBR game. So what I do every single month is I try and fill 5 prompts. I try and get a diverse pick by an author of color or a culture or race that's different than my own. I try and get a book recommended to me by somebody either in the comments or from one of my friends, or just any book that I've heard great things about. I try and get a book that intimidates me, so maybe a classic or just a book that is really hyped that I'm scared I might not like as much as everybody else. I try and read a book that I am really anticipating, so something that I've been wanting to read for a very long time, and I try every month to read a nonfiction pick. So in August, I had 10 books on my TBR. 5 of them were picked just by my moods, and 1 of them was picked by a random number generator. So these are what I have finished so far. I do plan to finish Crooked Kingdom and A New Jim Crow in the next couple of days. I am already working on them. I'm about 25% to halfway through both of them. So those will be done by the end of the month. So that means I only had 2 books that I did not finish off of my August TBR. I did not give myself punishments for not finishing books. I feel like that is the fastest way to put me in a reading slump, is to punish myself with reading books that I don't really want to read right now. I did want to read Muse and Nightmares. I'm running out of time. And Little Woman, I just don't think I want to read it yet. It is not the time for me to read Little Woman. So someday I will get to it, but I am not going to pick that in the next months or so. So in September, I'm going to try and participate in 2 book clubs and 1 readathon. So the Unfriendly Black Hotties and the Crusty Book Club are both doing A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. So I'm going to try and read this for both of those. Also, the Late Night Book Club is doing The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid this month. So I'm going to attempt to do that one as well. Then there's the Alice in Wonderland Adventures Through Wonderland readathon that I am going to try and do. I've been really in the mood for middle grade, so sounds like the perfect month to try this out. So their book pick of the month is The Train to Impossible Places by P.G. Bell, so that will be one of my picks. And then for the rest of those prompts, I'm going to try and read Ivy Everdene's Letter to the World by Ashley Herring Blake, The House with Chicken Legs by Sophie Anderson, The Extremely Inconvenient Adventures of Bronte Middlestone by Jacqueline Moriarty, and The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. So of all those book club and readathon picks, I am going to try and work them into my regular TBR, and then I think I want to use a number generator this month to fill in my mystery prompts. I have enough books to already read 10, but I just want to challenge myself just a little bit, and there's some books on the shelf that I really want to get to, so hopefully I can get to them. So for my diverse pick, I am going to pick A Song of Wraiths and Ruin. A book that was recommended to me in my comments last month was A Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Herring Blake, so that will be my recommended pick. A book that intimidates me is definitely going to be The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This one has so much hype around it that I am scared that I am not going to like it as much as everybody else, but people say great things, so I'm going to try and trust that they are true. For my anticipated read, I'm going to be reading The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I have been wanting to read this every single month. I just can never fit it into my TBR. I always try and put it in my pile. I sneak it into my little TBR pile, and then it never makes it into my hands. So this month I'm going to read this one, and I'm so excited. I've heard it's so sweet and just so cute. For my nonfiction pick, I'm going to be reading Becoming by Michelle Obama. I bought the audiobook to listen along because everyone says it is amazing. So we are going to read this month. Alright, and now I really want to use a number generator to pick my 5 mystery prompts. So, on my shelf I have all of the first in a series or just the standalone books that I own. The second in a series are in a different pile down here so that I don't accidentally pick them. But if I do pick one of my classics, which are right up here, you can't really see them, I will take the rest of the classics off the shelf. I do not want to read more than 1 classic in a month. There are some books that I really want to get to. I really want to read Get a Life, Chloe Brown. Also The Switch by Beth O'Leary. And I really want to get to Beach Read by Emily Henry. So I'm crossing my fingers that one of those gets picked, at least. If not, they might find their way magically into my pile. All right, I have to pick 1 through 25. Give me a number 1 through 25.
It's 25.
Okay. That means that I'm reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. I have been putting this off for a long time. I'm not really sure why, but all right, I'm ready. I was kind of hoping that I would read this within the next couple of months, so September is my month. All right, now 1 through 24. Give me a number 1 through 24.
That would be 7.
All right, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, okay. We get Tessa Dare Say Yes to the Marquis. I read my first Tessa Dare book last month for the Historical Romance Readathon, and I loved it. This is not in the same series, but oh, I am so excited to read another Tessa Dare. Yes! Hopefully the rest of this is nice to me. Okay, so now we're at 23. Give me a number 1 through 23.
It's 12.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes! Get a life, Chloe Brown! Awesome! I've been so wanting to read this one. Everyone is giving it such rave reviews. All right, yes, this is turning out so great. All right, 2 more. Give me a number 1 through 22.
The answer is 9.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this was the one I was hoping not to get this month. I'm not ready. Okay. The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. That is probably as big as all of my books combined for this month. All right. Okay, that one hurt a little bit, but I'm excited. I want to get to this one. I was actually thinking about reading it in October, but might as well get a start now. Okay. 1 more. Give me a number 1 through 21.
It's 5.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A classic, of course. All right. So, Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, I guess, is going on my September TBR. Okay. So, these are my 10 books on my regular TBR, plus a couple from some readathons that I'm going to be reading. So it looks like I am reading 14 books this month. I've done it before. I can read 14 books. Not a big deal. Maybe a couple of them are really long and one of them is a classic, so we shall see how this turns out. All right, if you want to see if I can read all of these, go ahead and subscribe so you can eventually see my September wrap-up. I am actually really excited about a lot of these. I've been wanting to read so many of them for so long, so it's finally the time. All right, thank you for watching. I will see you later. Bye.